Hello and welcome back to the Mauao Super Slam, sponsored by GJ Gardner. My name is Josh Rempel. I'm here with Jack McManaway.
Pleasure to be with you, Josh.
Yeah, pleasure to have you here. So today in the men's final, we have the unbelievable New Zealand team of Mike Watson and Johan Timmer against Gilbertas Kerpe from Lithuania and Tobias Hilberg from Germany. So yeah, both quite skilled teams as we've seen today so far. And then obviously Jack faced off against Johan and Mike today. You want to tell us a little bit about them? What do you expect from them?
I think they're pretty clinical. They're pretty tidy. They like those tidy side outs from those serve receives. It'll be interesting to see what kind of pressure the German and Lithuanian pair can put on the Kiwi boys. So yeah, interesting to see how this match will unfold.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because in semis, his block was quite present. So we'll see if that happens again. I don't know if the Lithuanian and German will adjust quickly or if they'll just end up getting roofed a lot in a row. I don't know.
Please put your hands together for our referees.
It'd definitely be a tough team to get some kills on. Mike's quite good at reading plays. He seems to always be in the right spot.
He does. He does have a very strong backcourt presence, old Mike Watson. Local favourite round from Mount Maunganui.
Oh, that's right. Hometown advantage.
He's got a bit of crowd up here on the bank, and hopefully we'll be able to see his character come out in full effect.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I know he loves the crowd and likes to show about a bit. He's got a little ego, but that's what makes him who he is. And there we have it. Here's our Lithuanian and German team. Gilbertas.
Very good semi-final from these two. They had a good victory over a very strong Kiwi duo. So looking to see what these guys bring to this match, and hopefully we'll be in for a good one.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. And I think they kind of took everyone by surprise. They haven't played any of the tour tournaments so far and just have been helping out, but decided to play this one, and it's turning out pretty good for them so far.
Who doesn't like a good underdog? And hopefully we'll be able to see an absolute cracker of a match here.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a three-setter, to be honest. I'd like to see a nice close match. Hopefully they can give it to us.
Very hot out here on Mount Maunganui main beach. Sand's picking up in temperature, so let's see how the players cope out here with the heat and intense gameplay.
Yeah, I was talking to the Lithuanian Germans after the last match, and they said they were dying after. It's a lot of heat to deal with. And a great start to the game there, Johan. The huge swing. Of course, Tobias is there, but Johan's just hitting off the top of his hands and out of the court there.
It's a very high set from Mike Watson. I'm not sure if this is a tactic bringing into this game, but worked effective on that time.
Oh, nice save. And he goes for the two ball, and would have had him, it looked like, but just catches the net there and falls back on their own side.
What did we say before the game? Mike and Johan, they had an excellent blocking performance in the semi-final, and you see Johan here at the net there.
Yeah, they did. He's been always quite the presence. As Abby called him earlier, Johan the wall timmer, but wasn't much of a wall there. And that's a nice shot by Tobias there.
Easy side out. Plenty of space down that line, and Toby is going to find that 10 times out of 10.
He's back now with a float serve. Good save by Johan. Oh, a beautiful cut shot. Both of them looked a little stunned by that. They were expecting a big hit, and Johan just came in and lightly put a nice shot in. Oh, and he's looking for that swing. You see he's kind of swung upwards, trying to catch the top of Johan's hands as he was expecting that block, but just blows right past him instead. What a great
Shoots
spot.
Shoots long on that
Oh,
time.
it is far.
So we've got Kiwi boys taking an early lead here. So a couple points in a row where you've just got mistakes from the German and Lithuanian. So we're hoping to see an interesting ends on the next one. As we're 5-1 here.
See if they get this point before the switch, and they do. It's well placed. Nothing much Mike and Johan could have done about that.
Maybe we'll spark a little bit of momentum coming into this next end. So we've got 2 serving 5. Gilbertus back to serve.
And Gilbert showing a pretty strong serving hand in the semifinals before this. So maybe he can bring it back.
It's a quick attack from Mike and Johan, but he shoots wide on the power shot there. They've been using that a lot, just switching up, trying to get the defense a little bit rattled, and unfortunately just makes a hitting error. Yeah,
they've been quite good at changing up their offense very often. As you see there, he did the short and then set after, nice and high, and Johan puts it down.
He said he's not going to make a mistake like that 2 times in a row. He finds some sand there, plenty of space over shooting across.
All right, here comes Mike Watson's famous topspin. Easily received by Helbig. Oh, a beautiful swing.
That's what we call a tidy side out here at Mount Maunganui Main Beach.
Great control by the Europeans.
No team really budging at the moment. We've just got a 2-point deficit in favour of the Kiwis.
Yeah, the Lithuanian and German team closing the gap to 2 from 4, so not bad. And unforced error by Johan there. Just trying to hit that back tape, but just put a little too much on it.
Helbig to serve. Passing's been good in this match so far, and Johan is going to get a touch off the block, and he's going to make a tidy side out.
Yeah, he made one mistake, and he's been good at getting the next one right after.
Yeah, the passing's been good from this Kiwi duo so far. You see a couple of times that the pass goes off the net, but sure enough, they put that set right on the mark.
Yeah, and beautiful swing by Helbig and Mike Watson in the right place, but when it's hard driven like that and at your hands, it's often quite hard to control.
Early in the match, that's got to be a confidence booster, is that you're reading the opposition and you're getting some good touches on the ball, so he'll be looking to tidy that up for the next time.
Yeah, he'll maybe take a few steps back and take that on his platform instead. And a nice line over shot there. Waddy gets a touch.
Can they put it away here? Johan.
Oh, and he touches it, but a beast of a swing, and that ball disappears.
He swings and he swings hard. Old Johan Timmer. He's what we call a 90-10 player. 90% of the time he's swinging that power. So it's good to see him unleash it.
And I'm happy to see the Lithuanian getting behind that, but not able to bring it quite back. Looking for that line shot, but Johan gets the block, and then Waddy converts on that and gets that nice short shot.
He's a presence at the net, old Johan Timmer. Getting another touch,
yeah,
another block.
It's about his 3rd block this game. Sticking with a floater now on this side. Letting the wind carry it over. Oh, what a beautiful block again.
My
2 in a row.
What can this man not do?
Huge block by Johan Timmer.
He's just reaching over angle, and the opposition doesn't think that he's there, but sure enough, reaches, pushes over, and gets a clinical block.
Yeah, it's quite deceiving. Goes for a cheeky 2-ball and just hits the net, but yeah, Johan, quite the presence. He'll go up straight, and you think that he can only reach up in one direction, then all of a sudden he'll swing his arms over and shut you down.
He's got length to him. Mike Watson with the float serve.
Got the back play. And Johan just swatting at that one, and that's out. It's a point for the Kiwis.
This is interesting. We had a side switch on 8-6 in favour of the Kiwis, and now we see this is in fact 12-6. So a little bit of a run down this end.
They seem to be having trouble getting past Johan here, and fair enough, rightfully so. He's pretty big. Oh, 2 in a row from Gilbert. Just unable to make it over that tape. Not going his way. It's 2 to switch here. Or sorry, technical. So hopefully.
And another one.
Beauty.
Another. My goodness. We're absolutely seeing a blocking clinic here.
That was almost 4 in a row, or 3 in a row. Hopefully they're gonna adjust here, maybe keep it off so they have some room to make a more technical shot like that. But Waddy reads that, no problem. Can you bring it back? And
not to
just
be.
short.
Not to be. Hard luck.
All right, and that is our technical timeout of the first set. The Lithuanian and German team are down by 7. Let's see how they come back after this. We'll be right back after a few words from the sponsors. And we're back. We just missed a point there after the technical, but oh, look at that.
The trickster, Gilbertas.
Looking like he was going to set up his partner, but nope, just set it over. So out of the technical, the Lithuanian and German team lost the point, but you've just seen there, I've got it right back after that.
Yeah, beach volleyball, game of momentum, and the German and Lithuanian trying to find a little bit here in the first set. We've got the Kiwi boys up by a decent margin, by 8 points. So,
yes, not looking too hot for the European team here, but they're a skilled team. I wouldn't count them out, and it's only the first set. He's always got another one.
Many times we've seen on Mount Main Beach, we've got a first set deficit of quite a lot, and then it goes to a third set match. So we'll be in for a treat here.
Looks like Helbig was able to make a better shot there because the ball was off the net, so maybe they're going to start adjusting to that after they learned the lesson with 3 blocks in a row from Johan, and a nice shot from Mike there.
The reason why he's called Slash.
Yeah, well-placed shot, nothing they could have done.
I mean, he knows the court inside and out, and he's going to shoot that in most of the time. So let's see what they can do on the side out here, the German and Lithuanian.
Seem to be switching it up a little bit quite often with that back set. He goes to the swing, and I'm not sure if there was a touch.
We've got a big call from Mike Watson before the point's even over, and he knows he's got it. That's the kind of confidence we love from this local man.
Yeah, you see him sometimes in the match. He'll swing, he'll turn around and be like cheering already. It's quite the personality to watch on the court.
Here he is. He wants a block up. He's up at the net.
Oh, beauty.
Oh, my goodness. Helbig makes sure that Mike's not going to get a touch on that one. Pumps it into Johan. He can't quite get that back. It's a big shot.
Yeah, he must be giving Johan a break up front, maybe trying to rest him for the second set.
I mean, it is very hot out here, as you know, Josh. It's been a very, very hot last couple days, and it's probably taken its toll on these players as they're in the grand final, which is...
Yeah, I'm sure. Sunstroke is real. I know we had a player yesterday struggle with it, and something it's taken quite seriously, so that makes sense that they're doing that. Beautiful serve, and just out though. Tape not working for him, working for his favor this time.
Interesting seeing him change to a topspin serve, and it's almost pulled off, but just that slight touch of the tape, and it's going to roll out.
So almost a 10-point difference right now. And that's it's a smart play. Take it off the big block of Johan.
Pass wasn't quite there from Helbig. A little bit shaky from the float surfer like Watson, but Gilbertas puts it right to the spot for him, and sure enough, he's going to find a touch off the block.
Nice serve from Helbig.
Another shaky pass here.
He peels off and peels a little too slowly there, and Johan makes that shot just over his hands.
There is a reason these people are in the final right now. You know, if they get a sniff of a chance, they're going to put it down. They're going to win that point, and we have set point here on Mauao Super Slam center court.
Right down the seam. Smart play. Especially when you got both people off the net and they're quite apart from each other. It's always good to pick on that seam. Usually we see Waddy pick that up, but just a little bit of confusion that time.
Yeah, we talk about tidying the seam in beach volleyball, and I'm sure that's what they're going to do here.
Oh, beautiful roll, and Gilbert is trying to make that read, but unfortunately picks the wrong side. And that is the end of our first set. So,
I mean, it was an up and down kind of battle that set. There was a little bit of momentum from the Kiwis at the start, and then we kind of thought that the German and Lithuanian were going to pull it back a little bit, but
yeah,
just a little bit too big of the lead.
Yeah, it just slipped away. It was like those 3 blocks in a row, or I think when it really shifted. They kind of just got defeated after that. So hopefully they're able to regain their energy and confidence and put on a good opposition this time.
Is that Johan Timmer drinking a coffee in the timeout?
It must be.
Not quite going for the conventional cold water, but instead of hot coffee. Interesting, but it worked out all right in the first.
Yeah, he got those blocks. I think he's going to stick with what he's got going for him now. Oh, he's doing a mix of both. He's got some water and coffee. Looking rehydrated.
Doesn't seem to be affecting him out there.
No, they're both Mike and Johan sitting over there looking like they're having a good time. Smiles on their face. They're looking quite relaxed, I'm sure.
We have great spectator weather here at Mount Main Beach. We've got a little bit of a light breeze coming in. Nothing that will affect the play too much, but the sun with the hot temperature mixed with a little cool breeze, and it's turning out all right. We've got quite a crowd up on the bank here.
Yeah, it's not too scorching with that breeze. It's nice, hey? Especially under this tent in the shade.
Well, that is a bonus.
All right, let's see how Gilbertus wants to start off this match here. He's going to go with his topper. It looks like it.
A little bit of an off speed there. Not quite in the right spot for a power.
Oh, and it's up. He's got to play it over here. In the joust. And he goes again. Oh my goodness. Just demolishes the ball, but Helbig trying to call for a net call, and Tim's looking and calls it the point for the Kiwis. And the down ref, I guess, didn't see it.
I think Mike may have got away with that one, as we see on the replay.
Let's watch here. Oh, it's tough to see from this angle.
It is. I don't know, just one of those things, I guess. But yeah, we see the presence at the net.
Oh, look, another angle here. Oh, I think that was his hand.
Maybe the bottom of the wrist might have caught that.
But it slips past the refs this time. I'm sure they'll be watching closer. Nice save. Oh, a beautiful shot. There's no chance that Gilbertus could have got that.
As we see the replay here, Johan putting it high and giving him enough time, and Mike, sure enough, sees there's a little bit of a gap over that blocker and shoots away.
Mike read that perfectly, and he's probably going to convert here. He got the touch. Oh, and a sneaky shot, but on the wrong side of the net.
It's a little bit shaky from the German and Lithuanian pair, Gilbertus and Toby. They're making a few little errors that maybe they shouldn't. Maybe they should be tidying it up a little bit, but I'm sure they'll be very conscious of what they're doing, and they'll be about to fix that as we see a back set from Gilbertus.
Oh, and that tags. That is what you like to see. A nice high arcing ball. The opponent team thinks it's out and just lands just inside.
That topspin, and like I said, there's a little light breeze and it's just picked it up enough. It's going to land in.
Nice pickup by Mike. Oh, and again, the line over shot.
Can we see a smile from Mike Watson? Because he's piping up out there. He loves this. He's having a little battle with Toby at the net. And this time he goes over again. That overline shot working a treat for him.
He's going to go with that back set and just buries it.
It's a very, very tidy side out there. A nice
good
pass, a good back set. And sure enough, he's going to find a power seam to win the point.
All right, let's see if the Europeans can bring it back, get it within one before the switch. Nice serve from Gilbertus.
A little bit uncomfortable on the pass from Watson.
Oh, and a short shot. Yeah, that's a tough one to pick up.
This is why they're in the final. If it's not in the right spot, they can certainly do something with the ball. And you see Mike Watson finding a bit of space down there. Gilbertus couldn't quite get that touch on that, and he's going to score a point for him. 5-2 at ends, the first side switch. Mike Watson with the serve.
Oh, missed pass from Helbig there. See how he recovers. Quite well and almost catches Johan, feeling late, but he picks it up. Easy take from Gilbertus.
Certainly some good defense here.
Oh, beautiful shot. And Johan takes that just off his arm. Let's see it here. It looked like it might have been going out, but Johan had to make that call because it was quite close.
I mean, we say if it's 50-50 in beach, we tend to take that ball, and sure enough, he got a decent touch, just not quite good enough to bring it back.
Picking on Waddy here.
Catching him high, but he does all right with that ball. And
oh.
He keeps shooting away and shooting away successfully, Mike Watson.
Yeah, I think they might have to switch something up here because they're trying to pick on Waddy because he's a little shorter, but you don't really expect that he can jump the way he does. He kind of makes up for his height with his hops, and it really doesn't make a difference.
I think he's having a little battle with Toby at the front, and at the moment he's getting the best of him, just shooting up and over, finding a little bit of open space, and Gilbertus is just not quite in that position to make a touch on that second ball.
Nice serve from Gilbertus there. And that's 3 of the same shots from Mike Watson. The line over, easily placed, and Gilbertus not picking up on that.
Interesting. I think we're seeing a little bit of a tendency here, and it's working out all right for Mike Watson, that overline shot. He should be sticking with that so far. It's working out for him. We've got a back set.
Oh, nice shot. Waddy making the wrong call this time, but that hasn't happened much this set. I'm sure he'll reevaluate.
Helbig saying, anything you can do, I can do better, and sure enough, finds acres of space out there on that over angle.
Looks like still picking on Waddy. They're switching up the block. And again.
He's playing phenomenally at the moment. I'm not sure if it's the home crowd and he's got a little bit of confidence, but he's certainly enjoying himself out there.
Definitely is. So I'm not sure if they just decided to completely cut out Johan from serving, but maybe they got to change it up here.
Johan's going to the net. Helbig up here.
Oh, beautiful swing, but just over.
Up.
So you go over 2, and Johan goes for it. Is there a net call?
Let's see. And he tends
There's not. It's just clean out.
Bit of words out there. It's all in good spirit though. And as you see on the replay, ball bounces wide.
Yeah, Johan called himself on the net. You like to see that kind of good sportsmanship, especially in the final match.
6 serving 8. We've got a top spin from Gilbertus. A quick attack.
Oh, and just switches it up on him.
It's so hard to defend that because it's a quick play. And you tend to see from Mike and Johan, if that sets in the slot, we go power angle, and if not, then he tends to roll over and beat the blocker one-on-one.
Oh, and again. So I guess Johan's ready to be back up in the net again and dominating.
He likes that one. He does. Haven't had a block from him in a while, but he tends to say, I'm bigger than that, so you're going to have to get past me to even take on Waddy.
Mix it up the backs to the end, and someone's on the net there.
Looks
And it
like
is
Johan
Johan.
caught it. You just see a little bit of a change in that blocking technique. The set goes wide behind, and Johan not in the best position. Tends to, he swung his arms on that one and just caught it on the bottom. Caught it on his arms, so.
Yeah, it's something you see a lot with beaches. The blocking isn't as structured as it is in indoor volleyball, and they'll swing their arms often to try and cover the cross shots, and a little bit of miss pass off that net. It's very hard to fix those sometimes.
It's a very uncharacteristic error from Mike Watson on his pass. He's chucked it on the net, and not a lot Johan can do, so we've just got the score at 10-8 at the moment, 10 to the Kiwi boys, and Mike Watson's going to make it 11 with a power angle.
11-8. It's not bad.
I'm surprised we didn't hear the "don't pull on me," because Mike loves an open net, and sure enough makes the best decision there.
Oh, a beautiful shot. Johan's obviously there, but Helbig finally makes the right decision to start playing those angles.
I'm seeing a lot of good volleyball out here.
It's been a great final so far, yeah.
The first set maybe a little bit one-sided, but in the second they've certainly pulled it back, and it's 9-7-11 at the moment. One more points for the technical timeout, so
Oh, short ball.
sure enough, 10-11 going into the technical timeout here.
That's the best. That's the best to see right there. That's what I like to see. 10-11, no matter which team has it. That's when you know the game's quite close. All right, so we will see you guys in just about 45 seconds to a minute.
You know, there's a reason more customers choose one New Zealand company to build their homes. Trust.
GJ Gardner have worked up and down the country for over 20 years now.
And they've earned a solid reputation with Kiwis.
And you've just voted them Reader's Digest Most Trusted Home Builder again. So, if you're thinking about creating the home you've always wanted, talk to the team at GJ Gardner Homes, New Zealand's most trusted home builder, officially.
Gilberto serving. Here comes Mike. And the joust, and he puts it over, and he tapes out. Here comes the line shot from Johan, and a nice little back and forth action at the net, and the Kiwis come out on top.
We had it all in that first rally after the technical timeout. Just at the net, as you see here, high set for Johan, and he's going to go over. Not a lot Helbig can do to get it back there.
It looks like he got a little bit of touch, but it just wasn't enough to make a difference. Oh, a beautiful swing, but it comes over and catches them off guard. Wow.
That is ridiculous. Johan getting a decent touch on that block, and Mike's still there, makes it, dribbles over, and he's going to score a point on that. It's a great defensive play by the Kiwi boys.
Beautiful pass. Oh, that's just mean. You saw Johan running in the wrong direction too.
Not a whole lot you can do to defend
No,
that.
you really can't.
And that's one of the cleanest
You
sets
see
you'll see.
Johan's walking the wrong way. Wow.
Gilbertas loves that. And he's actually at the net here.
See if he's always peeling late. Oh, nice dig.
Nice. Oh,
Smart play. They look like the reset. Oh, beautiful cross shot by Johan.
very decent rallies out here on Mount Maunganui main beach. We just see he's just going over the block of Gilbertas, the smaller of the German and Lithuanian pair.
Oh, great swing.
Love to see a bit of power coming into the game. I think every time that the German and Lithuanian swing power, if it's not blocked, it's a point. So it's going to be a point either way. It's a 50-50 call, and Johan's kind of slipped off in terms of blocks this set.
Yeah, so maybe they're going to be looking to start trying to make some of those more often. Oh, and Mike trying to put on a little show, but puts it in the net.
Oh, if we saw a replay of that, you'd see he had an open net down line, crunches it, but he's tried to hit it too steep and he finds the middle of the net.
Yeah, must
He'll
have
be kicking himself from that.
Got a little trigger happy.
Wanting to get one back. Mike Watson here.
Oh, and
Puts it down.
Gilbertus there, throwing sand down in frustration. He knew he was there, just didn't quite get his hands on it.
I think Gilbertus was a little bit in two minds there, because obviously if you see on the replay, he's there, just couldn't quite get that touch. Momentum going to the right and ball going to the left.
Mike, nice float. Oh!
And he loves that, Johan Timmer.
Jeez. That is how you get the crowd excited right there.
Here we go, we see on the replay a little overpass, and he's
not
going to miss out on that.
Thank goodness he got his hands up in time too, otherwise that would have been a broken pair of sunglasses.
Good pick by Waddy, let's see what he can do.
Nice up. See if he can
up.
fix it. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a joust, and oh, just over. Oh, that might be a card. Yeah.
Yep,
looks
sure
like
enough.
Tim's not happy with that one.
My goodness, that was a great kick too. Went plenty high in the air, but obviously not allowed. And he's going to pick up a yellow card. Little warning.
Yeah, Johan making a great dig after that joust at the net, and then
the Kiwi boys loved it.
Wynn taking that ball over. Oh, beautiful swing.
You tend to see after a little bit of frustration in the previous point, tends to be power shot coming the next time, and sure enough, but Johan can't quite get high enough and can't quite reach over for that.
I think they've just been having trouble against Johan and Mike's offense here, and that's really the only thing that's given them a problem. Like their defense has been good, but when it comes to that's unfortunate. Yeah, when it comes to them facing off against each other, usually Johan and Mike are coming out on top here.
He'll be kicking himself from there. He made an excellent pick, excellent defense right there, and it was looking for a shortcut.
And he had it too, but just not making it over.
That's a couple errors just being the difference here in the men's final.
Oh, that's good for them.
We see an error from Johan Timmer serving it long. Helbig knows his core. So we've got Gilbertus back to serve. 15-18 in the men's finals.
He's getting ready to spin. Let's see if he can take this point as well. It's a nice one, but easily picked up by Body. On Helbig. Putting that back down and playing it. Oh, he's on the net as well.
They love it. The Kiwi boys love it. They're pretty pumped at this point. They feel pretty confident, pretty comfortable at the moment with a 4-point lead and 1-0. So
yeah, 2 points away from the victory. See if they close it out right here.
Got a bit of a joust at the net. We love to see it. And Helbig getting a better. Helbig getting a better of Johan Timmer that time.
Yeah, it's been good to watch those two. Have been going at it all game long. It's gone either way. It's always entertaining every time you see them both go up.
Certainly a close one here, 16-19.
Yeah, they've definitely done a lot better this set than the previous. Oh, and a beautiful swing off that outside hand of Helbig, and that rolls out. And it's looking like the Kiwis have solidified themselves the game, but I dare to speak too soon.
We have match point here at Mount Maunganui May Beach. A slow clap going up from the crowd as Johan steps back to serve.
Let's get it going.
Let's see if he wraps it up here. Nice short float. What a great dig by Waddy there.
What can he do?
Oh,
he can take the men's final.
Wow. And that is a great redemption for them, as they lost the Northland Slam 2 weekends ago. So this is something I'm sure they're very proud of, especially in front of Mike's hometown.
Players appreciative of the crowd. They've been awesome out here. great weather, great spectator sport, and we had an awesome match coming up next, the women's final. But
I think we have Hannah here that's going to take over and get a little interview from our champions of the Mauao Slam.
Mike, Johan, well done. Holding them off to go to 3 sets. You must be feeling pretty good.
Yeah. It's pretty stoked actually. They're a good team. We had to play well. In that second set there, we struggled a little bit, but we managed to close it out and get our composure.
Yeah, awesome. And a slow clap going into match point from the crowd. It must be pretty cool playing in front of so many people here on, well, what's my favourite beach in the world, but it must be pretty cool for you too.
Yeah, I mean, about the slow clap, I said, do I jump serve or do I float serve? So, but yeah, whatever works. And then I said at the end of the second set, or start of the second set, just look around. I mean, this is beautiful. What more can you get? Beach volleyball. Yeah, I like it.
Exactly, awesome. And what's next for you guys? What's next on the agenda?
We're in the mix for the Olympic qualification for Tokyo, so hopefully we get selected for that, and we'll play in March on this beach as well.
Yeah, awesome. It is back here in March. And now, so these guys, the winners of the Super Slam here today, Mike and Johan. So make sure you stay tuned for now the women's final. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.
The most important thing for me in life is my family. We're so lucky that we get to enjoy lots of things together, and that's when we're best. We like to sponsor sports clubs and sports individuals. When you can play a small part in a Hamiltonian setting a world record, well, that's amazing. My family has been involved in building houses just on 50 years in the Waikato. I feel proud that we're leaving a mark on the region through building great houses and providing jobs, but it's not about me, it's about our team who are working extremely hard with a great commitment to deliver an amazing home. I know that GJs give you the best of both worlds. We're locals, we're available to talk to, but you also get security and value and accountability through a group. I want our clients to go home and say, we made the right decision to build with GJ Gardner.
Yeah.